Hi guys, I want to show you really quick a couple of books Usborne has to help students learn to read that I love. These are some of the books that first made me fall in love with Usborne. So first of all, Usborne has these phonics readers. This is a combined phonics reader called Ted and Friends, and it has 12 of our phonics stories, and it also comes with a read aloud CD. And children reading books along with a CD or listening to a CD as they follow along in a book is another great way for them to learn to read. It helps them with word recognition, recognizing word families, hearing the structure and the language in a story. So listening to books being read either by a parent or on a CD is a great way for them to learn. One of my biggest struggles as I was teaching my first graders to read was finding books that were simple enough that they could read at a very beginning level, but books that were still interesting. But Usborne has these great phonics stories that are cute and fun. So this one is called Fox on a Box. You can already see the pictures are just adorable. The story is really cute. It's about this fox that's really hungry and he's trying everything he can to find something to eat. So hungry fox spots a box. Hungry fox hops onto the box. He tries to reach a peach. Splat! Hungry fox pushes the box. Now I'm as tall as the wall, calls fox. Hungry fox, oh, splat! Hungry fox pushes the box. I need honey from the honeybee, says fox. Splat! So just a very cute story. So this is called Ted and Friends. The next thing that I love that Usborne does is called a dual reader. This is called the complete book of Farmyard Tales. This dual reader is a combined volume that has 20 stories, and again it comes with that read aloud CD. And the idea behind a dual reader is that it will have a very simple line of text on the top and a more complicated line of text on the bottom. And the story will make sense if you read just the top lines, if you read just the bottom lines, or if you read both lines together. So as a child is learning to read, they can just read this simple line of text. Or they can read the simple line and you can read the more complicated line. And then as they get older and better at reading, they can read both. And I love this because a lot of times when I am teaching kids to read, they say, can you just read it with me? Or can you read one page and I'll read one page? So this is already set up to be able to give them that support, but in a way that is still helping them to learn. So again, this one's called Farmyard Tales. We also have a combined volume dual reader called Fairy Tales, and then we have this one called the Usborne Book of Princess Stories. So those are great books. Next we have our Lift the Flap word book. This is a great way to learn sight words. You lift the flap and you read the word underneath. And then on the next page you do the opposite. You read the word and then you lift the flap and check the picture to see if you read the word correctly. Anytime kids are using their hands and using movement as they're learning, they're going to retain more information. So these flaps are a great way to help them retain those words and remember them. The last thing I want to show you is Usborne's beginning chapter books. This one's called Billy B. Brown. We also have a series called Hey Jack. Billy B. and Jack are best friends and they appear in each other's stories. And what I love about this is that a child can open it and not get intimidated. I feel like a lot of times as children are making that transition from picture books to chapter books, they pick up the chapter book and it looks hard, and even if it's something they can read, it just looks intimidating and they put it down and they don't want to read it. But when you pick up a book like this, it has so much space between all the words, the text is big, and there's still pictures in the book. So it's something they can pick up and say, hey, I can read that. So I feel like this is a really good transition, again, between those picture books and those chapter books. So you've got Billy B. Brown and Hey Jack, our Lift the Flap word book. You have our dual readers, the Usborne Book of Princess Stories, Fairy Tales, and the complete book of Farmyard Tales. And then you have that phonics reader combined volume called Ted and Friends.